All right, today we're going to be working on a lot of fraction multiplication. I want to go through a few examples with you. First of all, we've got 6 times 2 on this sheet here. 6 thirteenths times 2/3. So you can just multiply, as I was saying, straight across 6 times 2, which is 12, 13 times 3, which is 39. You can do that and then reduce from there. I'm a little bit lazy. I like reducing right up front. If I divide this number by 3, it's 1. I can, divide this number, because diagonally from that by 3, that's 2. I get 2 times 2 is 4. 13 times 1 is 13ths. These two answers are the exact same answer. However, this one is in simplest form. And that's the way we need to express them. All right, same thing here. This time here, I'm just going to take the shortcut right off the bat. I've got 4/7 times 1/4. I see these 4s. I can divide each of them by 4. 1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 1 is 7. Hypothetically, let's pretend I didn't cross those 4s out. 4 times 1 is 4. 7 times 4 is 28. If I divide each of those by 4, I would still have 1/7. Hoping that you can see the relationship between those and how nice it is to be able to cross off and reduce some of those fractions right up front, simplifying. Same thing here. I have 4/5 times 3/4. I'm just going to reduce right away. I can divide each of those by 4. 1 times 3 is 3. 5 times 1 is 5. 3/5. I like to circle my final answer to make sure you got that. All right. Let's see, turn the page. The next page is going to be multiplying fractions by whole numbers. First thing you have to do here is remember that a whole number will be over a 1, so I have my fractions here. So I'm going to kind of go sideways here. You know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite this. 3/7 times 2 over 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 times 1, 6/7. That bad boy is in simplest form, so we're good right there. Down here, 5 times 1, I'll rewrite that for 5 over 1 times 1/5. I can multiply straight across and I'd have 5 over 5, or I can recognize that I can divide each of those by 5 and get 1 over 1. 1 over 1, 5 over 1, it's the same answer. It equals 1. 2 times 1/2, 2 over 1 times 1/2. Multiply straight across. 2 times 1 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. This also equals 1. I could have crossed out though, right? So I'm hoping that on this worksheet here with a bunch of problems you can practice doing some reducing before you actually multiply. All right, the next page is fraction multiplication by one mixed number. So here I have a fraction. I'll be multiplying it by a mixed number. So I've got 1/2 times 2 and 11/14. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this. 1/2 times, so I've got to make this into an improper fraction. 2 times 14 is 28. 28 plus 11 is 39/14. Boy, those are big numbers, but there's not much I can do. I can't reduce these guys. I can't simplify anything there either. So 1 times 39 is 39. 2 times 14 is 28. Now I can reduce. If I take a whole one out of here, it's like subtracting 28 28ths. That would be a whole. 39 minus 28 is 11. Back to 28. 11/28. Of course, this here is a whole one, so my final answer is 1 and 11/28. You saw me hesitate there? That's because I always double check to make sure I did that simplification correctly. So 1 times 28 is 28, plus 11 is 39. So 39/28. It did check out okay. All right, and I'll move that over here. Thanks for letting me know. 39/28, so 1 and 11/28 is my final answer. Same thing here, 3 times 5, so we got 3/5 times. I have to make this into an improper fraction. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 is 22/5. You'd multiply straight across at that point and then reduce. One more page I'd like you to take a look at, and you can probably guess what it's going to be. It will be multiplying mixed numbers by mixed numbers. At this point, you have to reduce both fractions. Sorry, you have to rewrite both fractions as improper fractions. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 6, 34/7 times 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7/2. Now, I am not looking forward to multiplying 34 times 7 because I am not that smart. However, I noticed right away that I can cross these guys out, divide each by 7 and get 1. 34 times 1 is 34. 1 times 2 is 2. Remembering that this really is 34 divided by 2. My final answer is 17. I'll move that over here so you can see it. All right. I'll have you work on these sheets. Thanks for listening so patiently and being a good class. Enjoy.